down here in Florida, I met Sean and Matt this morning. We're working out. I don't know a whole lot about weightlifting, so I just find the biggest guy in the gym and ask him what to do. It's worked out all right so far, but we're growing. And then we come to find out he's actually closing down. He's keynoting the conference here. I mean, it's a cool role. How'd you end up there?
Yeah, man, absolutely. Well, first of all, like working out in the morning is a catalyst for your entire day. You elevate your mood. You feel proud of yourself. You go into the day with just such better energy. So that's why we're all in the gym working out. You see Lance Bachman, all these guys are still in there at 5. It's because they want to feel better throughout the day. So they do the work in the morning to feel the way they want to feel and go in their day elevated. And that's what we're teaching, all the youngsters in there and all the guys that were in there working out with us. But the way I got here is building relationships. Built a relationship with Lance 2 years ago. I actually met him through Bill Russell, and me and Lance were FaceTiming. And a couple days later, he said, hey, if you want to really connect with me and get to know me, come out to Philly. And that's all he said. And I literally bought a plane ticket for the next day, and I red-eyed through the night from California, showed up in Philly at his house at 10 a.m. We hit a workout, did the sauna ship. So when he had this event, he asked me to speak. Of course, I'm honored. I mean, look at the lineup. There's incredible speakers, amazing people in the room, and I love getting on stage and providing value. I mean, it's truly all in.
Pull the trigger.
A lot of people say they're all in and they're not even close, They won't bet on themselves. They won't take risks. They won't get out of that comfort zone. That's where your dreams and your goals and your next level exists. It's way beyond the current place that you're operating.
We're building a lot of things. We had to tear it down and build it back.
Yeah.
And we're going to get it right this time. I mean, we didn't have the foundation to go to 10, 20, 100, whatever that number is we decide on. We didn't have the foundation, so we had to come back,
Yeah.
reality.
Well, I was just talking
Get better.
to one of my team members about that. It's like sometimes in business, you take a step back to take 5 forward. Without a solid foundation, without the right game plan, the right people, and the vision that you're all connected to, like sometimes you might be getting results, but you're limited in how far you can grow in your business, or you don't have the right people around you, and eventually it's going to backfire. Yeah, you got to do the work in the beginning to get to that final destination.
I tell you what, I come out of the gates hot, from $22,000 a year working for somebody to $250,000 one fall, and then $3 million with just one employee, no overhead. It was fun.
Yeah.
And I'm like, let's bring in 5, 6 other guys I know. It's great. Well, I can't program my head if I don't have systems and processes.
Yeah.
I heard about Tommy Mello's book yesterday, and I finished it this morning. And that's our project for the next 2 months, is to break down that manual, the systems.
Yeah.
And we got to go from there. We've been building everything over top of the foundation without building the foundation.
Yeah. Well, and like, look at all these people who are having success, whether you're in the roofing industry or another service-based industry, or just in life in general. Like, study them. Read these books, study them, and apply what they're teaching. And not every little detail is going to work for you. You got to put your own twist on it. But the more you do that and you study these successful people, you read their books, you learn through, that resource they've provided, you can grow and expedite your growth so much faster. And you can mitigate mistakes too. And to have the mental bandwidth and energy to then pursue those next level things that you have to accomplish. If you're like, right, you said when you first started, you were making money and you started having success, but you were probably doing a lot of work in the business.
Yeah, running.
So yeah, you could do that for a little bit, but then eventually, you get burnt out. Like you're trading time for money. You got to learn to replace yourself. And imagine if the business was then doing 5x what you're doing now,
yes,
and you weren't doing all the work in it.
As long as so the compassion and caring about the customers and treating them like they're my grandmas. I'm telling you, the one lady, she is like almost a grandmother to me. She had me 150 jobs in her town, in the city limit, on it from one person.
Yeah.
She went to church, she freaking knocking doors, basically. This little old lady, she's great. We bring her firewood, flowers on Valentine's Day. So, as long as you can convey that too to people, to give a shit about the people you're working for.
Yeah.
That's one thing I missed when I went to Skip.
Yeah, I mean, you want to make sure that whoever you're delegating to is doing at least 80% of the overall job the way you could do it, right? They're not going to probably do it 100%, but if they can do it to 80% competence, and you're duplicating that in multiple people, like, that's the benchmark, right? But there's also things that you never want to delegate. Like, if you love customer service, Think of ways where you can have that touch point with all your customers without you having to actually be the one bidding the jobs or being there with them. You know, but yeah, it's exciting. Business is exciting. Personal development's exciting. You know, it's like the path of the unknown. If you settle in a 9-to-5 and you limit your growth and potential, like what kind of life is that, man? That's why I love entrepreneurship. It's literally the unknown, and you're creating things as you go and figuring out answers to a lot of these problems as you go.
Profits are better than wages. Jim Rohn.
Yeah.
Jim Rohn, and then Tony Robbins. I'm in the business master class. You know, my favorite quote of his about systems and processes is, you can spend your whole life going east looking for a sunset and you're never going to find it.
Yeah.
You got to like write a map, you know.
Yep.
You get pointed in the right direction. It can be 1 degree change, or, you know.
Yeah.
You can have all the passion in the world, but you're heading east looking for a sunset, you'll never find it. We're going to pick 2 words for the year. You can't just pick one. Accountability and discipline.
There we go.
And we're going to talk, you know, more about a partnership, and we keep chatting and see what's going on. But and everybody's hitting on accountability coaches. Yeah, coaches and all kinds of shit in life. But I like that concept.
Yeah.
You know, at some point you need to be.
We'll do it, brother. Yes, sir.